Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Today we are discussing Elemental. Diving straight into the positives of Elemental, there are some small parts of the humour that did work. It's not laugh out loud. In fact, they do make an awful lot of obvious jokes that really don't work at all. But it was the odd subtle line here and there that did get a slight smirk out of me. I can even go as far as saying that I did quite like the main two characters. The chemistry between them is okay. I don't know if I can go as far as saying that it's excellent, but there are aspects to their characters that complemented each other very nicely, and there's also a few character moments where they bounced off each other well. Again, it was usually in the quieter, subtle moments when they weren't trying quite so hard. It's got absolutely nothing on Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde, but it's okay. I do think the music and the sound design was pretty good here. I've heard better, but I've also heard worse. Something I think I'm going to say a lot when it comes to this movie. And I do think that this will be a hit with younger audiences. In the screening that I saw the movie, several kids in the background were laughing and cheering throughout the movie, so I have to trust that feedback. Again, the animation, it's okay. Some aspects are a lot better than others. The water characters probably were the best animated part of the film, whereas the fire characters, they felt a little bit lacking. I can't quite put my finger on it. There was just something about the texture of them that didn't feel quite right. But equally, none of them really felt like they belonged in the environment that this film is set in. It's a very odd matchup, and it feels like it's copying Zootopia again, whereas in Zootopia, the world and the environment worked and it made sense and even had some depth to it. Here it just feels like a lazy carbon copy of it, without any of that depth. Which brings us to the negatives. This plot is exceptionally thin, and its messaging is so cliché and utterly unsubtle. Nobody likes a movie that preaches and panders. And boy, does Elemental preach and pander. There's also a real lack of explanation as to why these people exist and in this way. And how these people operate in this universe is also very strange and needs further thought. So the fire people make coffee, but it's lava. Are they drinking bodily fluid? The fire people can wear clothes, but they don't set fire to them? The dad of the fire girl doesn't wear a shirt, so is he just topless all the time? The water guy doesn't wear trousers. Is his water dick and balls just swinging around in the wind the whole film? What's happening here? Why didn't we just consider this a little bit further than we clearly have? Dare I say it? It's lazy, and in fact, it's avoidable had you run through the script one more time and touched it up in places. But sadly, this movie is just littered with bad decisions and half-baked ideas. I mean, the way the main two characters are introduced to each other is just so mental and nonsensical that you can't help but shrug and say, okay, I guess that happened. I'm going to give Elemental a 4 out of 10. It's not great. It's not awful either. It's mostly in the realm of forgettable for me. It's not worth hating. It's not the worst thing I've seen this year, and not even close to the worst 10 of the year. Don't worry, Elemental, you can let out a sigh of relief now, you're safe. It's when we start looking at Pixar's back catalogue that we realise this is really poor compared to their usually high standards. Something is happening at Pixar, and it is not good. They have been making nothing but extremely average and forgettable duds lately. And I wish they'd make something with a bit more charm. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please do hit the comment section as well. Have you seen Elemental? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you haven't had enough of this crazy ginger, well, you can always click on these suggested videos right here and get yourself lost in an IMO wormhole. But if not, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.